Hello everyone, my name is MJ Vilches and welcome to part 1 of September's TOP Art Challenge art stream. So yeah, we are at September and I have to change my transitions so that I don't always come out like that. Anyways, for this month's TOP Art Challenge, we're going to be working on a scene from chapters 21 to 22. 21 to 22, yes. And right now what I want to do for this art streams or for the challenge is that I'm not gonna plan ahead before streaming. I always want to do it this way, where I don't plan what scene I'm gonna pick from the chapters and what I'm going to do for that scene. What I'm gonna do instead is, grab the book and go to those chapters, and I'm just gonna skim through chapters just to remind me what was happening during those chapters. So we're gonna be working on a scene from chapters 21 to 22. So let me just check the book here. I'm gonna check the book, see what was the events in that. So what's happening in chapters 21? It was when it was after they met Rip Red and after they've gone through the tunnel of phosphorus. Was it phosphorus? I forgot. And also, that's the first of the questers. First of the questers perished. The last will die. Let's decide where he stands. So chapter 22. Let me check. Oh, okay. There's a huge event in chapter 22 that Mbuddy here might have picked. It's the part when Henry was about to do something terrible. So Mbuddy, please confirm if that was your scene. Oh wait, there's another thing. The bridge thing. Oh boy, that part. I always wanted to do fan art of that part. That really beautiful part in the book. It's actually in chapter 22. The one where that awesome sacrifice. So, a disclaimer, by the way, this stream is going to have some spoilers of the book. So if you haven't read the book yet, Gregor the Overlander by Suzanne Collins, you're going to have to go somewhere else. But yeah, chapter 22 is when that happened. So I am going to do that. And what I'm going to do for this, for the September challenge for the scene is Tick's sacrifice on the bridge. So Mbuddy, what was your scene? Because I pick the Tick's sacrifice, which actually happened in chapter 22, and I've always wanted to make a fan art of that, and we're about to do it right now. So we're now in part 1 of TOP art of this whole process of creating this artwork, which is just conceptualizing and doing some layout in Blender. So I actually need to open Blender right now. See, I think I'm gonna end up doing a comic cinematic. So I was right then, Mbuddy. You did the Henry thing. Well, I'll do the Tick sacrifice thing. I always loved that part. And for that part, I'm actually going to do a 3D scene because we have Tick's. Actually, it's a mix of 3D and 2D probably. So let's just go to Blender here. And let's get started. So yeah, I am actually showing on the YouTube streaming thingy. So yeah, I'm gonna do probably a 2D and 3D artwork. Probably a comic cinematic still, but mixed with 3D and 2D. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna go Alt R. So this is I'm just gonna go with the default Blender layout here. I'm gonna Alt R, Alt G the camera, RX90, so that it's rotated towards the cube on the center there. And what I'm gonna do, so the only 3D thing here is going to be tick, which I have a 3D model of. So this is going to be like yeah, like I said, 2D and 3D. And unfortunately for the default cube, I'm going to have to delete it. So I'm gonna just Control S right away and save it in the proper folder, which is going to be in the Underland project, artworks. Create a new folder and name it Tick's Sacrifice. Which is, if you read the book, that was something, and that was really admirable from coming from a crawler. So Tick's Sacrifice. Always wanted to make an artwork, a fan artwork of this, by the way. Or, you know, like I said. So let's append our tick. So we're gonna just lay out the whole scene, do some sketches for the 2D elements. And then that's gonna be part 1. So I'm gonna append the tick model, which is, so the thing about the crawler models is that I actually rigged them with wings. So let's just grab the tick collection here, put it on scene collection. So we have camera and lights separated here, and we have the tick layer here. I'm gonna hide that, and let's start posting tick here. That's a moment when she flew into the rats, just to give Boots and Temp time to run towards the other end of the bridge, and then, you know, stop the rats from reaching them. So that's a really awesome thing to do. So I'm going to have to append also the rigging layout script, which should be here, crawler rig UI. So I'm just gonna run that, and that should come out in the end panel now. So I'm gonna hide root. We're not gonna be moving that one, and we're gonna be posting tick here. Kind of like the thing that scares you about cockroaches when it starts flying towards you. But in this case, tick did a very noble thing, and I want to make like a cockroaches flying, like a very epic thing that you've seen. So it's gonna look really epic. I mean, it's a flying cockroach, but it's gonna look cool, hopefully. I mean, if you know the context of it, like if you know what that roach flying did to everyone, then you're gonna appreciate tick's fly here, despite it being kind of creepy. I mean, if you haven't read the book, it will be creepy to you, but if probably, if this artwork is finished and if you see it, you're probably gonna, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, this is tick doing and like flying towards a group of rats, which is going to be drawn in 2D, because I don't have the 3D models for them yet. So this is a mix of 2D and 3D artwork. So yeah, Mbuddy, just the fact that you actually, you know, tried to do something for TVP Art Challenge is already really awesome. You are, by the way, the only other person who joined the challenge. So yeah, thank you for that. Hopefully more will join next year, because next year I will create like graphics for every book, so that anyone can join whichever book they want to choose to join in the challenge. They can choose. So this is a cockroach flying. Maybe I'll start with the wings because it's easier. Because as you can see, I rigged the roaches' wings. Even though I'm not really gonna end up animating them for the animated short. So there we go. Hey there, Mr. Meme, John Hartman. John Hartman, you didn't really miss anything. I actually just started just posting around Tick here. For this challenge, for September's TUPR challenge, I decided to do something from chapter 22, which is that moment when Tick did a really great sacrifice on the bridge. If you've read the book, that's probably familiar to you. But if you didn't, I just spoiled you something really big, and I'm really sorry about that. So yeah, right now I'm posing a cockroach on a flying position because this is Tick. This is Tick flying towards a group of rats, defending the others who are trying. So there's gonna be a bridge here, and there are a group of rats here, and then Temp and Boots is gonna be like right here, just about to reach the end, and Tick decided to turn back and face the rats who are trying to kill them, just so he could give the others time. So yeah, this is that moment. I've always wanted to do something for that moment, and I'm glad that the Underland Project Art Challenge have given me the opportunity to do something. So I'm just gonna pose Tick here. Probably not make it too symmetrical. I'm gonna finalize Tick's pose. Probably give a bit of an animation because, as I said, I'm gonna also create like a comic cinematic for TUPR challenge, for September's TUPR challenge. Another comic cinematic. I might even animate the rats a little bit. So how will I position this other? So maybe do it like that. And takes mandibles like really in attack position. So yeah, a flying cockroach is something that you probably, I too don't like it when real roaches fly. They start flying, it's not a cool thing, man. And then suddenly flies towards you. I actually experienced one time, cockroach flew and then went straight into my shirt. So yeah, that was an awful experience. I don't want that to happen again. Because of that experience, I don't like it when roaches fly. Kinda got a bit of a trauma about it. I mean, not trauma's too extreme, but just, it's scary. It's scary when roaches fly. I think everyone can relate to that. So I'm just posing Tick here. I'm gonna hide the camera for a while so it doesn't obstruct the view there. So I'm just gonna position the antenna so that it looks nice, an appealing pose for Tick's last noble act to protect the princess, and maybe to protect the others as well, but mostly the princess. Whoa, Mbuddy, really? You haven't seen a cockroach fly before? You are lucky. But yeah. John Hartman episode 1 will be out next year. It's really for sure. It's gonna come out next year. And when I reach post-production on it, which is very close now, I'm actually finished with first pass animation refinements of the animation. And yeah, after I'm done with production stage and I reach post-production stage, I will be releasing to the public the final release month or release date, actually. It's going to be a release date when I reach probably halfway through the post-production process. And yeah, if you're a KoFi giver like Mbuddy here, you'll know the exact, like, you'll know there's I've posted a production timeline which is only available for my KoFi givers on KoFi, because things really are not sure right now. I'm actually ahead of schedule with on the production. So yeah, things could be early, but still the schedule that I put there will be followed, and the release month that I wrote there is also going to be followed, so that I have enough time to prepare everything for its release, all the presentation videos that I will be doing, because it's going to be a big release. I'm going to make it really big. There's going to be really awesome things happening as the release date is approaching. So yeah, just watch out for that. Next year will be an awesome year for Journey to Awesomeness for the Underland project, because next year is going to be episode 1's release. So we have a flying cockroach here, Tick's Sacrifice. I'm probably gonna do like a battle cry here. Tick's last noble act for the princess. So I need to go to view and set the clip start to 0.001. And yeah, John Hartman, if you haven't joined yet, if you haven't joined yet, just join the Discord server. I think the link will be in the description below. But if it's not, join the Underland Project Discord server. I usually chat there. And yeah, if you want to have access to the VIP channels, just be a KoFi supporter. If you want, just consider supporting Doodle Nose Productions and KoFi. And that's gonna give you, one of the perks is giving you VIP access to the server. So I'm just opening Discord here, the Underland Project Discord server, and I'm gonna send the link in the chat so you can join in if you haven't yet. Yeah, I usually I chat there all the time, or most of the time, or all the time. It's probably the best place you can have updates for the project and all the things that I do for it, and other things that I do in Doodle Nose Productions and the Doodleboat channels. So yeah, let's just keep. I'm just gonna do some quick poses here. I might change some of this later on, depending on what the final scene or final scene that I'm going to end up deciding on. But yeah, let's see. So this is Tick's battle cry. Probably wider, because this is like her battle cry. She knows that it's her end, of course. She decided to do this for the princess. That's how much Tick loves boots, I guess. And that part, I've been really wanting to do something for it. I even planned to add it on a trailer. Yeah, I was planning to add it on the trailer, but I'm probably gonna still do it. Probably still gonna add it on the trailer. So, just something like that. Maybe I can grab this top part here. And then I'm gonna open up Tick's eyes and make it angry. I can probably do a material preview. Hopefully, it won't affect the stream. So yeah, just join the Discord server if you guys want to be updated on all the Underland project, all the things that I do for this project. So yeah, I do hope this will not affect the stream. I've just changed to material preview. Now it's going to do some shader compilation. But yeah, the thing is, the crawler models are actually pretty low poly. That I can even still have real time. I can even preview this on real time if this is animated, even if it's in material preview mode. I'm just gonna make Tick look angry here. So let's see. Imagine a giant cockroach flying towards you like this. Those rats are very unfortunate, but then again, rats don't really care about roaches. So this is the camera view, and I think that pose is good for now. I'm gonna go back to object mode, and then I'm gonna position the camera, and I'm gonna start drawing the other elements, or just doing some sketch because we're in a layout stage right now. So I'm not sure if I'm doing this is a rope bridge, but not like a simple rope bridge, but a fancy rope bridge. Yeah, just be prepared for that, Mr. Meme. There's not many people who are active on the server right now, because yeah, that's just kind of how things are. It's probably because of the fact that I'm working on an underrated book, which not many people knows. But maybe, just maybe, when episode 1 comes out, things will change for this channel and for Doodle Nose Productions. Maybe for the series as well. Maybe through this project I can drive more people into reading the books. Just maybe. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a layout of the rats here. So let me just put things aside here in my table. Get me tablet. My small tablet. And then let's go to 2D animation. Gonna add a new workspace here, 2D animation, right there. I'm just gonna go to object view, or the material, or what was this called again? There's a solid view. Solid view. Let's Control S all the time. And then I'm going to go Shift S, cursor to world origin. I need to make sure that I see the 3D cursor. It should be there. And I'm actually going to Shift A. I'm gonna add a grease pencil object, and this grease pencil object is just going to be the sketch, the layout. So let me just do this. I'm gonna move this to a new collection. New collection. Grease pencil. Let's organize stuff this early on so it doesn't become confusing later. So add this grease pencil object, and we're gonna do some sketches for the other elements, the 2D elements of our little art here. So Control S. I'm gonna put the 3D cursor. I'm gonna go to object mode first. I'm gonna put the 3D cursor right here. Shift S, cursor to grid maybe. I'm gonna go 7. Let's put it on the top. So I'm also going to set the viewport not to be too wide so that you can still see the screencast there. So I put that there. Let me put 3D cursor right here. Shift S cursor to grid, and maybe that'll put it, yes, it'll put it right there on the center. And then I'm gonna go select the sketch grease pencil object again, draw mode, and I'm gonna set the stroke placement to 3D cursor so that when I draw, it's right over here. And let's start drawing our rats. It's gonna make this slightly brighter, so we'll see. So start sketching, new. Just call this sketch, and then actually sketch, or no, just call it rats. So we're pencil. I need a new material. I'm probably not gonna use a material. I'm gonna use vertex color for this because this is just a sketch. I'm gonna use a blue ink, and I'm just gonna lay out stuff. Oops, looks like our vertex color is not working. Yep. Yep. Looks like I needed to change to like a vertex mode here. So let's do some sketches. Sketch the rats. Just some quick sketches here. Rats are about to experience the fear of a roach flying towards you. So rats right there. That's a head, nose. Another rat right here. Probably about 3 to 4 rats that are visible on camera. So I'm just gonna draw that. And that may not be, blue may not be visible for you guys. Not really sure. Yeah, I gotta make it darker so you guys can see it. So just layouting here, sketching, preparing our scene. So I'm just gonna go to object mode, move this right here. So I'm also gonna move the camera. Also, Mbuddy, you're one of the guys that keeps a server alive because of you talking a lot, and that's actually good. It's thanks to guys like you that servers still have a bit of life in it. Even the servers that are about to die. Hopefully that don't happen to the Underland project server. And that the project will just keep on going. Hopefully. So we have the rats here. Probably add another one. So that's still like that. I'm gonna add another one probably on this side right here. That's a rat. That's a rat. That's a rat. And a rat. So we have 5 rats. Maybe I'll go with 5 rats. And maybe draw another one in the background here for the comic cinematic. But for now, I'm just gonna go with that, those 5 rats there. This is just the layout stage. So yeah, Mr. Meme, thanks for coming. And bye-bye. I guess. But yeah, thank you for like watching, even just for a few minutes. So we have a 3D object here, tick sacrifice, rats, bridge will be there, other characters will not be visible. So for the bridge, I'm gonna do something 2D, 3D-ish. So I'm gonna go back to sketch. I'm gonna lock the rats lines, and I'm gonna create the bridge. So this is supposed to be a fancy wooden or fancy hanging bridge, I guess. And the way I'm gonna do this, I'm just gonna grab a line right here. and do these lines like that. I'm gonna duplicate this line. Shift D X right here. Let's see how that looks from here. So I'm gonna grab this, guys, right here, turn on for proportional editing, and then I'm gonna do this. So that is the bridge. So this is a 2D stroke, but since we're in a 3D software and the 2D stroke is actually in a 3D space, it's really easy to do this kind of stuff. And since this bridge is like a hanging bridge, I can probably grab this part here to curve it down like that. So hey, Mbuddy, that's great to hear. And yeah, just keep on making, just keep on doing it, just keep on making artwork. And soon your art style is going to be very clear to you. So there's our bridge. I'm just gonna shift D this for the parts with your railings and stuff. I'm gonna do that, and I'm probably gonna experiment on the depth of field blur for this one. But we have a bridge here. And then I'm gonna put the 3D cursor right here, Shift S cursor to selected. And we should still have 3D cursor as the stroke placement. So I'm just gonna add something here. Maybe draw it. Maybe much bigger. And also there's kind of like some way to add a fire here, but it's not being used because this is an abandoned bridge that humans are not using anymore since it's on the rats' territory. And the way this is constructed is kind of like how webs, because this is like created, the way this is being held up are it's webs that's holding this bridge up. So there's gonna be some patterns here that's web-like, which is not gonna be too emphasized for this artwork. But if I'm gonna be like doing this in a 3D animation of this, a lot of planning will have to be done to make sure that it's as awesome as it can be. So we have one part of the bridge there. I forgot to. I'm going to have to delete the other side and duplicate again. So I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna duplicate this, guys, again. Shift D. Put it right there, and probably median point that and rotate it. And we have our bridge. And the last thing I need to do, I'm gonna lock this. I'm gonna use a different layer for the. I'm just gonna call this bridge 2. And then I'm gonna draw, and I need this to be in the middle of. Let me just unlock the bridge for a while because I want to select the bottom parts here. Shift S cursor to selected, so the cursor is right there. Lock the bridge again, and I'm gonna start drawing on the planks, wooden planks. So let's just do something like this. So this is supposed to be a nicely made wooden bridge that should last for a long time. So the wooden plank should be. I'm not sure if it's done. If it was wooden though, I don't think they use wood for this. Not sure, since wood is very rare in the Underland. Let me go back to the book. Just let me go back to the book. I'm gonna go back to chat so that we just gonna confirm something if it is really made. So Gregor Struwana, So I'm just gonna keep in chapter 22. A group under. They reached a more solid ground that fanned out. Chapter 22. I'm actually in chapter 23. Come on. Cousins realized their voices. He couldn't lose booze. He just couldn't. He had to get. Strand and Ripred led them out of the tunnel into a huge cavern divided by a deep canyon. A wide, powerful river ran through it. A swinging bridge spanned the river. It must have been made with the combined efforts of several species in better times. Thick silk woven by the spiders supported thin slats of stone cut. Oh, so thin slats of stone cut by the humans. So thin slats of stone. What does that mean? I actually have no idea. I am not an English native, so I don't know. I'm going to have to Google that. So let's go back to Blender. I'm gonna do a quick Googling here. What are slats? Slats are like from the sewers. Is it from the sewers? Or like, yeah, it's kind of like, that, kind of like in the wooden bridge. So these are slats, and they're actually made of stones, carved by humans. So these are actually thin slats of stones. So they have to be thinner. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go like that. So yeah, I'm not sure how to really do this part. I'm probably just gonna end up. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna end up drawing it. I'm not gonna model him. It's not gonna be in 3D. So I'm gonna uncheck connected only so I can curve these slats of stones. Pretend they're stones. And it's just still a sketch anyway. And just that. And we have our bridge. I just need to center it. Or maybe center tick. But tick is already at the center, so it's the bridge that I need to adjust. I'm going to have to go to viewport display here on the camera. Increase the passe part out, so we don't see what's not inside what's seen in the camera. I'm gonna go to composition guides, enable center in thirds. So tick is already at the center here. So I'm going to have to adjust the bridge. So let me just go to the layers here and unlock the bridge. Probably unlock the rats as well. Select them all, and I'm just gonna move them. So you can already see some parallaxing happening. I'm probably gonna lock the rats. So let's just center the bridge there. What I also like doing is like doing like a hallway scene where there's like symmetrical stuff happening. Really like seeing that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is tick sacrifice. There's the bridge. And then let's just keep going here. Time to create that canyon. Because it's supposed to be a canyon, and this probably is supposed to be longer. Let me just check here what else I can do. So I'm gonna make this longer. I'm gonna grab all of this right here, unlock the bridge, lock the rats, and grab this part. I'm just gonna move it to the y-axis to make it longer. Let's see how that looks. So yeah, now it's further and longer. We're probably gonna bring this up a bit. And maybe curve parts of this. Maybe rotate it like that, so that it's not too symmetrical. So yeah, I'm gonna be using that as a reference for the. Or maybe I'll do these kinds of adjustments when I'm done with everything. So we have that. Now let's go and do the canyon. And for the canyon, I'm actually just gonna draw it here in the camera view. Something that I will not be doing for the final one. So we'll lock that canyon. Or maybe no. Maybe no. I'm just gonna do this for the canyon. And there's like a river below them. Then I'm gonna go to side view maybe. Or maybe front view. Yeah, I'm just gonna add some details here. Do that. Like this. So this is like a canyon. I'm not really sure if this is how it looks. I'm gonna also add the river at the bottom. It is nice. Mbuddy. Really nice to be able to do something like this. Just seeing your 2D strokes in 3D is pretty awesome. And made possible by Blender. So, like that. We have the canyon. I'm probably also going to draw. Let me just put the 3D cursor right here. Right there. Shift S cursor to grid. Let's see where that moves. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And then I'm gonna draw. Oops. Oopsie. Didn't want that. So I'm just gonna draw like cave systems. I'm gonna make the strokes bigger so it's visible. So like that for the cavern. This is a huge cavern. And the cavern kind of like adds more focus. We're following the shape of Tick's antenna here. So I'm doing this. On the camera viewport, which I think is fine. So yeah, do hope you like get your PC up and running so soon you'll be able to like do stuff. It may even change your art style. I don't know. But just being able to draw something like this in 3D is just nice, and then move them around in 3D space to position them in ways that you want them to. So I'm probably gonna add some caves also along the edges there. I mean just some caves right here, right there. And then the last thing I actually need to do are the characters, which are going to be right here. Gregor is going to be held by, I'm not sure who's holding Gregor. Was it Ripred? Ripred was holding Gregor so that he can't go back for Boots. Temp and Boots are probably gonna be right here, still trying to reach the bridge. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do next. Temp Boots. I'm gonna put the 3D cursor right on the bridge there. I'm gonna unlock this one, I think. Yeah. And they're gonna be right here. Shift S cursor to selected. So yeah, like I said, we're only doing some layout stuff. I'm gonna change probably the ink color so we can see temp there. So let's just go vertex mode here. I'm gonna use this color probably, and just draw a temp right here. So I'm gonna put temp on top of everything. Okay, I'm going to have to delete that first and put temp there. Draw. I'm probably gonna use pen so it's more visible. And I do hope the stream's still fine. Mbuddy, yeah. I guess, you know, if you've really developed like an art style for your creatures, I don't think it's easily changeable by even just by changing tools. But hey, it may help you develop it further. Like, you know, if you can probably like find out more stuff to do with it or something. I don't know. Just, you know, give it a try and see how things go. You're probably gonna love Blender if already you're seeing what I'm doing here and you're liking what you're seeing. And maybe you're gonna love how you can do stuff in Blender. So this is Temp. Boots is like on Temp's back here, strapped by webs. So Temp's back is like glued together. He can't fly like Tick can. And he's doing the best he can to like run away. So that's just a very quick drawing of Temp here. Maybe make him thinner. So that's Temp. Now I'm gonna lock that. I'm gonna add the others. I'm just gonna call it others because they're not gonna be visible. They're gonna be very blurred out in the background there, and the focus will be Tick. And it's gonna be a very stylized drawing or artwork, I think. So I'm gonna move the 3D cursor right here. There we go. I'm gonna unlock bridge, and I'm gonna go to object, edit mode, select that, cursor to selected. Maybe move it further back there, and then let's draw the rest. And this would, after drawing them, that would end our planning or layout stage, which will also end the stream probably. So our scene is almost done for the layout part. I'm gonna draw, I'm gonna probably pick a different color here, probably a lighter blue. Change this to pencil. Change this back to blue because it changed to make it smaller. So Rip Red is gonna be here, stopping Gregor from coming back. Probably not centered too much. Henry and Luxa should be busy chopping here, using their swords. So there's the sword. Henry and Luxa. It should be Henry. And Luxa smaller. Or shorter. Also hacking on the webs that's holding the bridge together to stop the rats from reaching them. So there's Luxa. Just a quick layout. And then I'm gonna draw probably Rip Red around here, holding Gregor in place. So Gregor is gonna be like right there. So I'm still not sure how big I'm gonna make the rats. That's probably too big. But yeah, Gregor's right here trying to go back. Wait, how was Rip Red holding Gregor again? Okay, it's time to go back to the book. Gotta go back to the book. And how was Rip Red holding Gregor down? Because Gregor's like panicking. He forgot that he doesn't have boots on his backpack anymore, like the baby backpack thingy. And he wanted to go back for boots, but that's just pointless because Boots is coming with Temp, and Rip Red, being the smartest there, knows that and is stopping Gregor from doing stupid things. So Rip Red moved like lightning. As he reached the opposite bank, he dumped Gregor on the ground and joined Luke and Henry, who were frantically trying to hack through the silk rope supporting the bridge. Gregor aimed his flashlight and saw that Gox was about 3/4 of the way. Oh yeah, I forgot about the spider. Should be a spider. It's Gox. And Tam struggled along with Boots. Between Boots and the 20 killer rats that were now streaming across the bridge, there was only Tick. Boots, Gregor screamed and dove back for the bridge. Rip Bridge tail caught him across the chest and flung him back onto the ground, knocking the wind from him. He gasped, trying to feel his lungs, then got to his knees and crawled toward the bridge. He had to help her. He had to. Cox zipped off the bridge and began to snap thread with her jaws. Oh, sir, there's a spider that's also helping, destroying the bridge. Caught up with them. There was no discussion between them. So I think Gregor wasn't being held by Rip Red. So let's go back to Blender. So Gregor wasn't held by Rip Red. Gregor was on the ground crawling because he's knocked out. Rip Red just smacked the life out of him. The wind out of him. So I'm just gonna delete this. I'm probably gonna put Gregor right here. Gregor crawling, trying to reach Boots. So this is his hand, like reaching out for Boots. Gregor's right there. Rip Red right here. Trying to like keep Gregor there. His tail. And then I might move. Maybe the spider's still right here. Or maybe I'm gonna have the spider help Luxa here on the other side, like biting the webs. So not probably not make it too big. So the spider's gonna be here, just cutting the thread supporting the waves here. And that should end the layout stage for our artwork here. So there's Tick right in the middle there. And yeah, I've always wanted to do this artwork ever since I've read that part. Ever since I started this whole project, this is one scene that one of my favorite scenes in the book. And I always wanted to do something like this. And now we're doing it. It's going to be a comic cinematic. And that is our layout stage. So I'm going to select the camera here. I'm going to try moving it to the y-axis. Because it's going to be coming from here, camera, and coming closer. This is Tick's sacrifice. Or maybe you're just moving down. Or moving up. Or maybe start down here and then move up. But yeah, this is it. This is the layout stage for our artwork for this month's, or for September's month. I just started early. It's still August. But yeah. This is September's entry for... This is my entry for September's hashtag TUPR challenge. And we're done with the layout stage. In the next part tomorrow, we are going to be doing some line arts, probably. Yeah, we're going to be doing some line arts for the rats. And let's just see how far we can go with the line arts tomorrow. But yeah, for now, this is it. This is part 1, layout stage, conceptualizing everything. So I'm choosing the scene from the book. I've chosen Tick's sacrifice. And this is probably going to end up really cool in the end. But yeah, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Mbuddy, as always the awesome person who always watches the stream. And yeah, I also want to thank these guys: Magnolia Weathershield, Erick Madrigal, Elizabeth Munie, and also Tristan Wintle, GulliermoGage, and of course Mbuddy for supporting me in KoFi. And yeah, if you want to support me in all of the things that I do, in Doodle Nose Productions and also the Doodle Boat. Just head over to ko-fi.com/Doodle Nose Productions, and yeah, just give anything you want, and yeah, that's really greatly appreciated. Also, just even following Doodle Nose Productions everywhere in Facebook, Twitter. I have a Tumblr page, and also Instagram. That's already a very big thing. And also watching the videos and liking them and subscribing to the channels. Really, that's enough to be thankful for. But yeah, there are more people that give more, and they deserve more. That's why they are rewarded through some Ko-fi perks. So yeah, I think that's all that I need to share for now. And that's all that we have for this part. See you on the next part tomorrow. We're gonna do some line arts. And yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. Consider liking, subscribing this video. Like this video if you've learned something from it, if you've enjoyed it or something. And yeah, consider subscribing to this channel and to the Doodle Nose Productions channel. And yeah, that's all. My name is MJ Vilchaz, and yeah, I have to do some finalization for QP-01. So bye.